Hi, I'm Frank. In this video I'm going to be reviewing the JetDock floating dock system for my SeaDoo switch. I have a 2022 21-foot SeaDoo switch, and I have it installed on or resting on a floating dock by JetDock systems. So let me show you around. The dock system is held in place by 4 poles. There are 4 steel poles that are driven into the ground underneath, and then PVC put over top of those. As you can see, the poles and the dock allows the dock to rise and fall with the water and tides. It also gives me a nice platform to be able to walk around the dock. I've got plenty of room on both sides. And I can also get underneath the boat as well to do any of my maintenance. And same thing on the other side. The boat's completely out of the water, and I can get to all sides of it without difficulty. The JetDock system comes with a hand crank winch. You are not going to want that. You're going to want an electric winch because the boat is heavy. It's difficult to get on and off with a hand crank. I have a strong arm electric winch, and I'll provide the link to that in the comments below. As you can see, there's a cable connects to the winch that will pull the boat up. The red rope that you see is how I'm going to get the boat off. Now, the rope, again, the red rope, you can see there is a ring there. The winch gets attached to that ring and pulls. As it does, it causes the boat to go back. So I'll demonstrate that. So as I do that, the first thing I'm going to do is manually release. Now they've made it so that the winch itself rotates. You want the cable to be as straight as possible when you're pulling in. And since the rope is over to the side, we're going to rotate this winch. Now that it's rotated to the second one, I can connect my cables to the rings. Cable connected to the first ring. I'm going to tie the boat up because I'm doing this by myself. I'm going to tie it off so that the boat doesn't go floating away. All right, so I now have the boat tied off, and we're ready to start winching. Now, the winch itself, the controller, is not waterproof. So if you're leaving it outside, which I do, I'll show you a cover that I put over top of it. This is not waterproof. What I have is a dry bag that I just keep over it. That way it keeps the moisture out if it rains or the sprinkler systems. This is in the backyard. I did have a mistake once where this fell into the water during a storm, and the whole thing was filled with water because it's just definitely not waterproof. You can take it apart pretty easily, clean it, put it back together again. I used the dielectric grease, and everything still works fine, but I don't want to have to do that again, so I use the dry bag over top to keep it all dry. But now I'm going in so, start rotating. You're going to see it pull and start pulling the boat. You can see it's starting to pull the boat back off of the JetDock. So you'll notice I have two rings. There's a second ring there because the first one I'm almost here and the boat's not off the dock yet. So I'm going to stop that, head over to my winch, click the free wheel, I'm going to take this, I'm going to run it back to the second ring. Lock my winch again. And now continue. Then the boat continues to go back. You see there's a third ring. 21-foot boat is a little long, and I really need to have 3 rings in order to get the boat completely off. You can see the back of the boat is starting to go in the water. And now I'm going to go to the third ring. Again, I'm going to release my winch and bring it over here to the third ring. Come back here, lock my winch, and start pulling the boat back again. You can see the back of the boat is just about completely in the water right now, where the engine is, because we'll drive it the rest of the way off. And I'm almost at the top here. And I'll stop there. Again, I'm going to come over here and manually release the winch. Come over here and just lift that off. And what I'm going to do is drive the boat off. Before I drive the boat off, I'm going to give myself some cable. So when I put it back on, I'm already prepared. Now that's enough for right now. Make sure that you bring your rope all the way up so that when you bring the boat back on, you're not driving over it. So now I'm ready. All right, now to get the boat on, we're going to just drive it on. I'm going to line it up for the middle of the boat. I have the front open, but you don't need to have it open. So I'm just coming in slowly. To make the boat go on and off easier, I'm going to use liquid rollers on the dock. This is great for a trailer as well, so that the boat doesn't stick to the trailer, or in this case, to the dock. When I took it off, you could see that it was a little jumpy, and I have not applied the liquid rollers to that yet. So we'll do it again. Now this center section is where the center hull rides up on. So I'm going to place a little liquid roller Now I'm also going to place it here. Because you can see some marks there. This is where the hull is. Hull went. All right, as I'm getting ready to put the boat back up, I'm going to need to rotate this again. All right, So now that's looking straight. As you're pulling the boat up out of the water, there's only so far that you can go. Now usually the JetDock installers will install it the correct distance for you. But if you can see the ring right there and where that pulley is, the ring can't go past that pulley, and if I keep pulling beyond that, I can end up snapping the rope. So what I've done is I've marked that little red mark right there, so that now when this knot reaches that spot, I know I need to stop, because all that area is going to be underneath the boat and I won't be able to see it. As it's coming up, you'll see it'll automatically bring the rope where it should be. And now I'm going to start looking at this spot right here. And that's where I'll end up stopping. So my boat's all the way up. You can see that it's all the way out of the water. And I'm ready to start cleaning or whatever else I need to do. All in all, I think the JetDock system is a very good system. It's very convenient, easy to keep the boat out of the water, drive on, drive off, and I like it. I like the system very much. And just like with the Switch, I enjoy the Switch very much and enjoy the JetDock. So have fun. See you on the water.